Thank you for returning to VG Emporium. Hope you enjoyed your time with Mama Chawamba. He's a pretty enthusiastic guy, and I'm pretty well recovered from the incident on April 1st. Yeah, I was planning something for that day, and then just out of nowhere, that weird critter Gadrolf just kind of swooped in and knocked me out, tied me up, and you heard what happened. And if you don't remember, first time we met that thing was in episode 3. It just showed up out of nowhere. I kicked it out. Wasn't expecting to see it again. And we will never see it again, thanks to Mamba. And before I continue, I'd like to make a couple little addendums to episode 11, I believe, which was before that whole incident. It was pointed out to me that I had accidentally mispronounced Yasunori Mitsuda's name as Matsuda, so there it is, as a Secret of the Forest from Chrono Trigger, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. So thank you for that catch, Bedroth. And second addendum for episode 11 was I had talked about the Mucom 88 by Yuzo Koshiro that he used for creating all his FM music. And I had said that he created a Windows executable version that was on GitHub. It's actually was created by a Onion Software Onitama back in 2018, and it's available on their website, onitama.tv, and it was based off the original program that Yuzo had created and made public on his ancient website. So there you go. Go check it out. And now you may be wondering, what's up with this Flintstones blipple blopples? Well, this is the title theme from the Flintstones, The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy, composed by Yasuko Yamada and Naoto Yagishita. And today we're going to be listening to remixes and rearrangements of some sort of this track here. But now you may be asking once more, but why? Why are you doing this thing? Well, to slightly answer that question, I'm going to play a little clip here. All right, let's roll it.
All right, moving on. Mario 7, that was the one I played. Well, let's check it out. Granddad! Flinstones? Oh! Granddad! Grandad! What the F? Granddad! Granddad!
And that was Vinesaw's Joel, just as he was going into his descent of madness. That madness called 7 Grandad. So what it is he was playing a Super Mario Multi-Kart, which was a collection of Chinese bootleg romhacks. And it had, Mario 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He went to go play 7, and he was greeted with that screen, which shows that very much not looking like Mario, like in the orange jumpsuit, blue mustache, white skin, and the red teeth. Yeah, that's something that'll definitely break anybody's mind. And that's not even the end. That image of Mario was actually kind of like a modified version of one that's from this weird, like, Chinese gambling NES, or I should say Dendy game, which that's another subject I think I might want to try to tackle in the future, is music from Dendy games, because those are very strange indeed. Now, the part I didn't play was right when he presses start to play the game, or to start playing the game, you are greeted with a very strange thing, which is, it is the body of Fred Flintstone from this very game, the Flintstones game, but with Mario's head on it. And that's the only change to it. It's just you're playing through the game as Mario Flintstone. Yeah. Now you're probably still asking, why? Why are you doing this thing? Well, that's because it inspired multiple memes of the auditory variety, especially on SoundCloud, called the Shitpost, in the form of remixes. That's why I'm calling this RE-7 Grandad as a nod to Re-VGM, which is a podcast run by a fellow Martyrus, where he plays remixes, or rearrangements, and reimaginations of video game music, who you could say is my podcast brother because we started around the same time. And I was just featured on his show last week, along with a few other VGM podcasters, answering questions about our favorite VGM soundtracks, and also which tracks we would listen to on repeat. And I would recommend you go check his show out because it's a really good time. So yes, I'm going to be playing you remixes of this title theme from the Flintstones game, but with the context of it referencing the 7 Grandad incident. And one thing I really enjoy about these shitposts is that, they'll use one base meme, but then it'll have layers and layers of other auditory memes in there that are just like, it's like really good baklava. The main meme is like the really crispy, thin dough and the honey. that makes up the main body, and then all the other references are like the pistachios or whatever have you that you want to put in those layers. But before we proceed to our first remix, I'd like to tell you a bit about the composers of this title theme from this Flinstones game. So both of these are Taito Zuntada alumni. So first we got Yasuko Yamada, and they started out doing a New Zealand Story, Night Strikers, they did Bust a Move, and then the last thing I saw they did was Space Invaders Revolution, Bubble Bobble Revolution, and Rainbow Islands Revolution. Just really quick here. And then Naoto Yagishita, he did Darius, Chase HQ, Ninja Warriors, Dead Connection, Sonic Blast Man 2, and then Bust a Move along with Yasuko. Now, first remix I got here for you is Granddad Strikes Back by DannyRom288. That was Granddad Strikes Back by DannyRom288. And not only is this just a remix of Grandad, Flintstones, but it is also done in the style of Megalovania from Undertale, which, if you're not familiar with that, it is the theme that plays when you fight Sans when you towards the end of the genocide route. And I believe this was done in 2017, which kind of matches up because, yeah, just around that time there was just all these different things. So, like, Grandad remixes, and then even like just a bunch of Megalo, like, they're called Megalo tunes or something like that. It's just basically either remixes of Megalovania or songs in the style of Megalovania, or yeah, it's just all over the place. It's just so many people were inspired by Toby Fox's music. It was amazing, though quality does vary. But this one here is of high quality. And a bit about DannyRom288. He's mostly been doing kind of stuff like this, so like either Megalo remixes or style tracks, mashups, some Grandad stuff sprinkled through there. A lot of weird, just kind of some shit posty stuff, some original stuff. It's a good time, go check him out. I'm gonna link his SoundCloud in the show notes. The one thing I really enjoy about these auditory memories is that they're usually layered, like got multiple layers of different like memes going on. So like in the case of this one, it's 7 Grandad and Megalovania mashed into one, but sometimes there's multiple. Like it'll be the main base will be one main thing, and then I'll have like little snippets of other things in there, kind of hidden in there. And if you know what it is, you get a little chuckle, and it's a good time. So this next track we're gonna play is and I can't believe it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna play this particular song in this style. This is Artificial Intelligence Grandad by High Quality Guy, and it is done in the style of Artificial Intelligence Bomb, originally done by Naoto. You just heard Artificial Intelligence Grandad by High Quality Guy, done in the style of Artificial Intelligence Bomb by Naruto. It also contains little tidbits of, I believe, Snow Hyolation, the Nut Shack theme. I play Pokemon Go. We Are Number 1 from Lazy Town, and Puzzle Room from a Kirby game, I believe. Oh, and can't forget that little Flinstones sample at the beginning. And this guy, this High Quality Guy, he only uploads high quality video game memes. And we'll leave it at that. Actually, we won't, because this guy has masterfully just taken, Artificial Intelligence Bomb, which is a chiptune classic, and just mutilated it beautifully. Though I am unsure how Naruto probably feels about this. And, I've already told you about Naruto on our FM Funk Trilogy episode. You should definitely go check that one. Some really good FM music there, but, Naruto, who created this amazing piece of Famicom chiptunage, and so many other things. You can find him on SoundCloud as Naruto2413. And now we move on to our last remix here. And this is going to be a real good one, a real doozy. It's kind of one of my favorites, actually. This is Queen and the Grand Knight with a Kana from Pitaponel's Trash Bin. Done in the style of Queen and the Dark Knight without the Kana from Rusty, originally composed by Kenichi Arakawa, Masahiro Kachihara, and Ryo Takami. No, we just listened to Queen and the Grand Knight from Pediponal's Trash Bin, based off of Queen and the Dark Knight from Rusty, originally by Kenichi Arakawa, Masahiro Kajihara, and Ryu Takami. Now, though there aren't as many references as there is in the previous remix, what is here is integrated into the track very well. So this starts out with like how the song originally starts out, but then goes into that Flintstone theme, and then works its way into going into Bad Apple from Toho, Lotus Land Saga, or Story, I should say, and then right after that, it goes right into Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil, Cerno's theme, also Toho, and then right after that, it goes into Hall of the Mountain King, and this is in reference to its inclusion in the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog opening. The song then resolves back to its original ending, and then rinse and repeat. Now I'm just going to take a guess at how Pediponal, real name Saria Limes, had did this whole thing. So she probably ripped the patches from, Rusty, the PC 98 version from the YM2608, and then imported all those patches into Bamboo Tracker, which emulates the YM2608, and then just remade it from the ground up, and then redid all like the main melodies with all the references in there. That's my guess. And now a bit about Pediponal's Trash Bin. It is where the musician Saria Lemus puts all her basically just like shitposts of stuff like this, where it's a lot of taking one video game music song and doing it in the style of another. So a lot of PC 98 conversions, also NES, a lot of I would suggest you go check it out. One of my other favorite ones is where she takes Turnabout Sisters from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and does it in the style of from the NEC PC 98. It's really, really good. And I'm gonna link the SoundCloud in the show notes as well. And I would highly also recommend that you check out her actual SoundCloud, Saria Lemes, SariaLemes. And I'll also link that in the show notes because all her original stuff is really good too. And while we're talking about musicians, let's tell you about the composers of the original track. Okay, so we've got Kenichi Arakawa, and the only other credit I could find was for Totsugeki Mix. And then we got Masahiro Kajihara, and they've done the Ground Seed PC 88 version, Hole Chaser, Princess Makers 1 and 2, and was involved with the Telenet Music Box, which is just basically a music disc full of just all different original tracks from different composers. Yeah. And then Ryo Takami, I believe I've already told you about, and probably really don't need to tell you about again because most of you should know his what amazing works he's done. And I do believe that's all about I got for you today. Yeah, it's another short one, but it's just kind of was just something I've had in the back of my head for a bit, and I wanted to do it because it's fun. And I would highly recommend you go check out the wide world of SoundCloud Shipost because there's some real gems out there, some real nuggets of joy, a lot of bad ones, but hey, to each their own. Now you may be asking yourself, who it is, man? Tell me go look up that dookie. Well, I'm Rage Cage, of course, RAYJKAYJ, and you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud as well. No shitpost there, but some fun chiptunes that I make. And then, I host the VG Emporium, which you can also find on all these social medias, as well as on all your favorite podcatchers. So, Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, and now Amazon Music. Strangely enough, there it is. And then, next week I've got a pretty hefty episode planned for you. We're going to be talking about the Famicom expansion chips. It's going to be a fun time. I've got everything ready to go on that one. I got my notes. It's going to be some edutainment fun without the edutainment headache. Oh yeah.
Catman has let me down again. Why? Why do I keep relying on him? What the f are you doing?